Beautiful ignited souls, we are ready for a new creation. Welcome, ignited souls, to part 3. We are dead sacrifice. This is where we continue with black and white struggles or understanding the black and white struggle. We have seen how the sacrifice template through numerology has showed us depths of wisdom that we had never seen before. And I don't think you will see this anywhere else. So let's embrace ourselves, sit back and enjoy the ride. So as we continue to explore the implications of black and white. And this is also to include subsequent information or knowledge that I have gathered through numerology, and like the hidden wisdom of the 14 gods that we are the embodiment of. So in part 1, we were able to see how blacks occupy 1/3 of the template, numbers from 1 to 3, while white, on the other hand, occupies numbers 2 to 9. It is from this point we commence our presentation. Thank you. Okay. This is black hair. Way of being able to have the perfect seed of masculine and feminine, and you plant. Perhaps it's no wonder that black would be like this denoting of darkness, where there is darkness, because the word darkness also equals 10. So this is where planting is happening. So a lot of planting is happening here, but who's cultivating? So if you want to cultivate and harvest this thing, you have to change and say, okay, well, I planted last year. It's time for me to now learn how to reap, how to cultivate. Let's see what we can do here briefly. I like the board. Oh God, yeah. So now let's take a look at white. 5 would be 6, 8 would be 4, 9 is 6, 2 is 4, 5 is 6. So here we have 46. So this is 10, 10, 20, and 6 would be 26. So 26 is God. G-O-D. G-O-D. So God equals 8. And of course, this would be the God of setting. That is Hollywood. Set equals 8. God equals 8. That's the God of setting. Of course, another thing that made sense with W-H-I-T-E, when you have heat, there is who? We. But when you had black, there is BK. BK, it's like just reminding you about your back. You know, someone is just, it's just reminding you about someone's hitting your back. You know, so, of course, the other thing that I'm going to finish on this note with is that both, let's go to the core. So, in black, B-L-A-C-K, we have done all of this, and they both have 5 letters. So this is telling us that this is perfect for creation. There is the 10 we were talking about. So here we have A-I. Artificial intelligence. Ignited soul. So we have AI, which equals 19, the gifts that we have been given of numbers 1 to 9, that equals 10. And so we also see that signifies the sacrifice template. Okay, let's look at 19. That gives us 41. 4 plus 1 is 5. So you can see how 19, the gift of numbers, have reflected the beauty, if you like, of the gods that we have been given in Genesis, which has not been mentioned in the Christian teachings. But I have done a lot of work on the number 40 or the 14 gods, which also reflect in other beliefs of Hinduism, etc., and the mythical gods, the 14 mythical gods. So artificial, you could see, equals 7, which is 52, and intelligence is also 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. And of course, 14, we also learn, is the lineage of generation of Jesus Christ. However, the fight over Jesus, black or white, makes no difference, as we can see both black and white equals 11, or even yellow as the sun, of course, which gives life, the color yellow. And we have seen that all of these can also add to number 14, as I have done in many of my videos, as the two serpents each equals 7, just as we have had in Biden and Trump. They both equal 7 in the election, the USA election. So it is clear to see how we have been fighting against each other on the basis of black and white, instead of just seeing ourselves as functions that are necessary to form the whole. Of course, we saw God as 8, and we could see like the word lie. If, for instance, a 3-letter word, lie, also equals 8. So could it be that we have been told a lie in the sense of how we are meant to see ourselves and each other? So these are things that for us to think about. Then we also see 10, of course, which is where we have another 3-letter word, let. Let us make man. And this is what is happening now. Now, since we have the 3-letter word, L-I-E, a lie, that equals 8, can we say that God is a lie? Since, as well, that the number 10 can also bring us back to the number 11, just as in Jesus, white, black, and so on. So it shows that 10 really is a very powerful number that brings life. It is the seed of life. We could see that as masculine and feminine energies. So I'm hoping that we can take time to really delve into numerology to grasp the essence of all these wonderful teachings that the gift of numbers and letters is providing us. Okay, both are needed. Okay, so to show all of this, that basically it's almost like saying that the white person didn't have to struggle much to be creative. It's all there already. The headquarters, the headquarters zone, the inland revenue, gypsy journey, they can travel. They are fox, they are wise as a fox or cunning as a fox. Oh, did I say that? Okay, but that is like, that's how you describe a fox. New, they are new, they can be new. And then on the other side with black, they just about have a little luck, but they always in this basket. And the rituals where Jesus, from the W, which we were given, of course, to reflect in there, and just to keep doing the rituals to keep these happy. Okay, so the AI, we had artificial intelligence, which again is 1 and 9. This is our new sacrifice. So if you are not careful with the AI intelligence, this is what is denoting. It's like they've actually gone to the core of your makeup to get into the artificial intelligence, AI. Right, so now, what else did I learn on this? So, here on 1 hour, of course, I'm going to cut down on this in different parts. But I wanted to. So we have done Judas. We have done, of course, the 12 disciples. Again, we found out through this, and here we had 9 letters. So 9 is like the a birthing something new, like a mother giving birth in 9 months. So there was some things I just want to give a few. I have done a lot on Judaism as well, the big five religions. So you can touch on that on Crime a Queen, your partner in crime. Yes. Let's see. I did make a couple notes because I just feel, oh, 10. Yes, we saw 10 as the seed. Actually, I call it the seed, but the seed actually happens in 15. And when you are in 15 again, you can go through the whole cycle again because the word 15 equals 11, master number. So it's like you're coming in the middle of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5 is here. This is the new creature. This is what, when you are in Christ, you are a new creature. So basically, again, from the white, they are the new creature. What is the creature? The serpent. And what did it was it said about the serpent? It said that it was the wisest of all the creatures that God had created. But however, fear has been put within human to be fearful of the serpent. Yes, the serpent we have seen. If we did the 1-1, for instance, we know how the serpent would bring us onto the Christ spirit, which I won't do. Then we also found out that the word 14 actually mirrors itself, because the word 14, Jesus came from the lineage of 14 generations and on to 14. So it is said something like this. Onto Babylon, from Babylon to Abraham to David were 14, and from David onto Babylon were 14, and Babylon onto Christ, not Jesus Christ, unto Christ were 14. So here, this is at this stage, Matthew is making it very clear, as there's a distinction with Christ and Jesus. We got that as well, because the distinction here is that after the death, then Jesus takes on the Christ. Now, why another thing came to mind, why I'm thinking that Judas might just wake up from the grave and say, hey, it's my time now, I'm up. Wasn't there something like this where Esau, for a bowl of soup, had rubbed his brother Jacob or something like that? So I feel that something like that might just happen. Okay, so yeah. So the word 19 again, we have been seeing 1 to 9, and we could call that 19, but the word 19 also equals 41, which 4 plus 1 is 5. Then that's also universe. The word let's see, generation, I don't remember how much I done this, I don't want to go too much into this. Another thing, the word creation is 40. So that tells us when you are being present, you are actually creating. There's creation happening here. Your mind is free to be able to just accept what is. I'm excited about this one. Let there be light. How could I almost not give you this one? So, Genesis of chapter 1, verse 3, this is where we got onto, and this is where I began to get the essence and juiciness and deliciousness of numerology, because when it said, let there be light, L-I-G-H-T, yeah, never mind the T here, okay. Let there be light comes to 1, 11, 7, and 11. And the other thing was, and I hope you can see this, and there was light. Okay, all right. And this also is 1, 11, 7, and 11. People, could that be by chance? Could it really be by chance? Everything that I have been doing, of the hundreds of videos that I have been doing here through numerology, is just shining on some miraculous light. And I'm thinking, those pastors, I'm sure they know, and they know. Okay, all right, whether they know or not, here, as your partner in crime, I am giving it to you. Okay, so this comes to 12, of course, and another 12. 12 hours of the day, the 12 zodiac signs, the 12 months of the year, the 12 hours of the night, the 12, all the 12s you can think of, or 24. So 2 plus 4 is 6, and all of creation happens there. So creation was not even happening when you get, creation happened from the, I think it would be from the second verse, but clearly in the third verse, where, of course, the said God, the one who speaks. This is why we are about the word, because the said God, which equals what? 15. The said God equals 15. SAID, of course. No wonder they put the S there, and there was AIDS and so on, because once the word come out, Okay, so there we have, of course, in 6 days, but when we do the numerical value for 6, it is 7. So this is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. Just give you this. Well, the said God is 1, 1, 1, of course, because the said God represents the two serpents as well. The serpent that's, whispering. And of course, is giving you your ID. The said God is the one of wisdom. The said God is wisdom of 6 words as well, which equals 11. Okay? Or Jesus. We see of all the ways the said God, because it's the serpent. The serpent is wise. And through this wisdom, you get your ID. Okay. All right. You get it. Right. So, of course, 6 is people. 6 is person. 6 is, we have it there, but 6 is police, and all of those things are there. And all of those things are functions of our bodies as well. Now, what I'm going to do, I think I really need to wrap up. So let there be light. We've done this. Now, another thing that is very important for us to remember, when it is said, let there be light, just try and remember this. This is where creation, this is what I was saying, where creation was really happening. Let there, you may come across this in other videos. Let there be. Now the word be, which is 7, actually is like a be, like be busy and whatever. But I want to say to you that well, there actually is one of the most powerful words in the Bible, because it starts with the first word of the Bible to say the Bible, okay, the Holy Bible. The is you, which equals 15. 1 plus 5 is 6, just like the said God. So the said God is actually like acknowledging its characteristics, so its numerical value, and it's right there. And of course, there is a he, like the masculine, and there is her, like the feminine. There is also her. So whatever is there is also her. So that's what, when I say to you that you are the word, whatever that Bible is, whatever is there, wherever is whatever, if scientists have not been able to discover it, it doesn't mean that it's not there or it's not here. It's also, I'm feeling there was another word as well. Of course, there's also air. And having E in the middle is very indicative of Mother Eve, which equals 5. So people, let us wake up. Let us wake up. We have been given a delicious tool. We have been given synchronicity, intuition, and seven letters, or letters actually seven, and numbers is actually seven, characteristics or characters rather. They both come to 14. These are the gods we need to use to make them work for us. However, you choose to put the letters, the gods are there with you. They're not going to argue with you. They are not. So I hope you enjoy this. So again, something about life and knowledge. Yeah, the tree of life, LIFE, equals 23, which is 5. We did this. And knowledge, KNOWLEDGE, equals 42, is 6. So 6 plus 5, because that's the thing. That's why you have the master number as well. You come from this 5 here. You have been given life, the breath of life, and the tree of knowledge. You have those two things, which is number 11, have to come representing the two serpents again, representing wisdom, have to seek wisdom. Understanding, I think, is 3. So when you have wisdom, this is so delicious. And I just feel, oh, I had one more. There is lots more, but I just feel, okay. So I did something actually that about Jesus and Judas, and I may end on this because I think it is just so delicious. Okay, but here's what I saw, and I'm looking at my device. So when we have this, we have the pause button, or we have this, we have the play. So I was looking at PAUSE and play, PLAY. And then I thought 7317, this is 10, 17, 18. 18 is 9. And then we have 71315. Okay, 15. So this is 10, 15, 16, 17. 17 is 8. So when we add 8 plus 9, this gives us 17. Of course, 17 is God. 764 equals 17. That's God. Okay, but remember, God is also in the DELIEVE in the middle, which is 395. Adding this together, 14, 17. Of course. Now that may just mean that when God had created and he rested on the seventh day, I'm just, it is the only number that lies, because it goes like this: because God rested, RESTED, 951254. Adding this, 9 plus 9, 18, 20, 26. 2 plus 6, because God rested, that meant there was 2 creation, 2 sixes, 2, 8. Okay? Right. That's God rested, and he was just watching, looking, what am I doing? What should I do? And so on. Okay. So the last bit of what I'm going to do here, this is what I'm going to do, and I hope you find it fun, because we started on JESUS and JUDAS. So what I saw is that I began with JES, and whatever words or letters, I think that's what I did. Oh, I did it on Emmanuel actually. Okay, well, I've started on this. Let's see. So we have US hair, like us hair. They have this in common. So that is 4, which is 13. Jesus and Judas hair. So this is 4. And so they have that in common. So can we see, people, how God was in this crucifixion, how Judas was there, equally having the representation of 4 as death, as death, or dead, okay, which is 4, 5, 1, 2, 8. This is 10, 15, 20. 20 actually is 2, as we have done. TWO is 13, 1 plus 3 is 4. So can we see what happens here? 4 plus 4 would be 8. That's why 8 is not really as visible as we think, because 8 is actually set. And when you are in a setting, do you see it? No, you cannot see yourself in the setting. You cannot. You are set. That's what it is. And that's what 8 is here. Now, the other thing I came across, this is why I think when God rested, He was the one who actually. And then we have, okay, 4. There's another thing we need to pay attention to in the scriptures. When you hear He is actually 13, equals 13. So that's something we need to pay attention to. Like you heard the sound, my grandma would say. Okay, this is 26. This is what we are saying. So, someone hide. So when you hide, that is actually 8. So 8 now is actually ATE equals 8. EAT equals 8. That's why you cannot see yourself eating. You just know. You cannot see. And that is T. Okay? So, it's getting to understand the vibration. Now, so we saw that here. Now they have, they also have J. The J, of course, here. 14, 14. So they both are, working with the gods there. 14, 14. And then we have E here. E, I don't know whether to bring this other S down because we want to cancel out S's. And then we have 4, 1. Okay, so I think perhaps it meant cancelling this S here because we've had S's going here and so on. But nevertheless, 6 plus 5. This is 6 plus 5, which is 11. So this is what the crucifixion, all this crucifixion was actually to set the template for all the people who partook of the other 11 people, of course, the sacrifice. So remember, people, there were 4 people who died, but of the table, put it this way, those who were at the table, of course, there were 11 left, and this 11, of course, repeats the whole cycle of what we have just been talking about. You could say there are 77, or you could say 7 plus 7 is 4. Yeah, 7 plus 7 is 4. Is 14. Okay, all right. So I hope you have had fun with this. There is so much I would love to share. Thank you for watching. I look forward to you joining us again for part 5 on We Are Dead, Sacrifice, of course, but of alive and well and ignited. Please remember to like and subscribe and stay ignited.